Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine. Students, today in English 1, we will discuss about verb expressing the past, or simply we can say the past tense. In my earlier video, I discussed the present tense, but in this video we will focus on past tense, types of past tense with definition and examples. So students, all of you get ready and let us start. So first of all, we will see the definitions of past tense. What is past tense? So let us try to understand what is past tense. The tense which indicates an action that has happened or a condition that occurred during the past. Students, let me tell you that in past tense, we have to understand that any action or event that has occurred or happened in the past, then it will become past tense. So for more clearance, let us see some examples. I went to office. Here, I went to office indicates the second form of verb when indicates us the going of office has already happened in the past. Okay, I went to office. I was going to home. The work of going to home has happened in the past, and you can understand through the auxiliary verb was. This third one is they were playing cricket. So you can see were playing cricket. So this is also in the past tense. So in all these sentences you can easily see the work had already occurred in the past tense. So these are all in past tense. I hope this is clear to all of you students. What is past tense? With the help of these examples, now we will see the kinds of past tense. How many kinds of past tense? Past tense is divided into 4 types. So these are the types of past tense. What are they? The first one, past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. So these are the 4 types of past tense. I told you earlier that in every tense they have their another 4 types of tense. So these are the 4 tense of past tense. Now we will go through each type of tense with definitions and examples. So the first one is past indefinite tense, or you can simply say the simple past tense. So let us see what is past indefinite tense. It is used to describe what is done and happened in the past. Very easy to understand that any action or event that happened in the past, it will be in the past tense, or it will be past indefinite tense. So let us see some examples. I went to university. Here you can see the second form of verb went. It indicates that the action of going university occurred in the past and it finished in the past. Okay, so I went to university. He wrote a letter. So writing of letter occurred in the past and it finished in the past. She ate a mango. Okay, similarly at, went, wrote, at, all indicates the action that happened in the past time. So these are all in past indefinite tense or simple past tense. I hope this is clear to all of you. Understand, students, what is past indefinite tense? Now let us see ahead. So now we will see the structure of past indefinite tense. In structure, subject plus second form of verb. I hope you understand what is second form of verb. Then object. So in this structure you have to put the contents of sentence and you have to make sentence in the past indefinite tense. Now we will see the negative form of past indefinite tense. Students, in my previous video I told you that what is negative form. In negative form we just have to place not after the helping verb or auxiliary verb. I hope you understand what is helping verb or auxiliary verb. All is, am, are, was, were, do, did, all are helping verb, and after that this helping verb we simply have to put not to make sentence negative. So in past tense the auxiliary verb is did. Okay, so let us see examples. I did not go to university. Here you can see that not is placed after did, so it became negative. He did not write a letter. Here you can see that after did not is placed again. Similarly, she did not eat a mango. After did not is placed again. So these are all in negative form of past indefinite tense. I hope this is clear to all of you students. Now let's see the structure. Subject plus did not plus first form of verb plus object. And one thing, let me tell you that when you will place did in the sentence ons, then you will carry or continue the first form of verb in the sentence. Okay, you don't have to write the second form. Once did is placed in a sentence, then you have to write the first form of verb. Here, according to the structure, you can see first form of verb. Okay, now interrogative form of past indefinite tense. So before see the examples, let me tell you in interrogative form we have to place the auxiliary verb at the beginning of the sentence. I told you what is auxiliary verb in past tense. Did is auxiliary verb in past tense, or helping verb you can say. So we have to put did at the beginning of the sentence to make interrogative. Now you can see in the first example, did I go to university? It is placed at the beginning of the sentence and it became interrogative sentence. Second one, did I write a letter? Did I write a letter? Did again place at the beginning. Did I eat a mango? Did I eat a mango? Again did is placed at the beginning. So to make interrogative sentence we have to put helping verb at the beginning of this sentence. So all these three sentences are in interrogative forms. Now let's see the structures of interrogative form. Did plus subject, first form of verb plus object. So this is all about past indefinite tense or simple past tense with its negative and interrogative form. Now the next type of past tense, that is past continuous tense. So we'll understand what is past continuous tense, then we will see examples. So let us see what is past continuous tense. It is used to describe actions or events in a time before now which began in the past and is still going on at the time. Students, here we have to understand that any action or event that started in the past but it was not finished, it was ongoing action and it is still going on, then it will become past continuous tense. I hope this is clear. What is past continuous? The action started in the past but not finished, it is still going on. For more clearance, we will see some examples. Okay, the first one is I was lying on the bench. Here you can see the action of lying on the bench was not finished, it was going on. I was writing a letter. Again, the work of writing letter was not finished, it was going on. He was still, or I was still writing a letter. Okay. She was eating a mango. Eating of mango was going on, not finished. I hope this is clear to all of you. So was lying, was writing, was eating indicates the action was started in the past but not finished, it was still going. So these are all example of past continuous tense. Let's see structure. Subject plus was, were plus first form of verb plus ing plus object. Here you have to understand that we have to use verb form plus ing in the sentence in past continuous tense. Okay, so this is all about past continuous tense. Now we will see the negative form of interrogative form of past continuous tense. So in negative form, I told you earlier, students, that we have to put not after the helping verb or auxiliary verb. Now here you can see easily. I was not going to school. After was not is placed. He was not writing a letter. After was not is placed. They were not eating mangoes. After were auxiliary verb were not is placed. So all in this sentence where is best to make negative. So I hope this is clear to all of you students what is negative. Now let us see the structure. Subject plus was were plus not plus verb plus ing plus object. You have to carry verb form of ing in this form of sentence also in past continuous tense, whether it is negative or interrogative. Now we'll see interrogative form. So in interrogative form, what we have to do? Yes, we have to place helping verb at the beginning of the sentence. So very easy to understand students. Was I going to school? Here you can say that was is placed at the beginning. Was he writing a letter? Were they eating mangoes? In all these sentences, auxiliary verbs are placed at the beginning of the sentence and it become interrogative sentence. So interrogative sentence means asking questions and negative sentence means not doing any work or any actions. So I hope this is clear to all of you students. The past continuous tense and interrogative form of past continuous tense and negative form of past continuous tense. So from this we come to end of this video, and in this video we discussed past tense and two types of past tense, simple past tense and past continuous tense with examples and definitions. In our next video we will discuss on another two types of past tense. Okay, there is past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. Then we will complete this lesson. So students, till then all of you take care and keep learning at home. Bye bye.